Welcome to our class of 2023 commencement exercises. We are recording the entire commencement ceremony. The video will be available later on YouTube. Also, we have a photographer that will be taking photos of all the graduates. A link will be sent to all graduates via email at a later date. At the end of the ceremony, please remain in your seats during the recessional until all the graduates have exited. Thank you.
Soon-to-be graduates, go ahead and sit down. Good evening. I'm Ed Greenman, principal of the best high school in Michigan. And it's my pleasure to welcome each of you to the commencement exercises of the 63rd graduating class of Harper Creek High School. Joining me on stage is Vice Principal Mike Seedorf, Superintendent Rob Ridgway, Assistant Superintendent for Instruction Laura Williams, and our Board of Education, President Bo Bess, Vice President Barry Smith, Secretary Aaron Albert, Treasurer Dr. Gail Borders, Trustee Brad Helverson, Trustee Sarah Wallace, and Trustee Shay Watterson. At this time, would you please rise and gentlemen remove your hats as we honor America with the national anthem being performed this evening by Harper Creek student Sierra Funk.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
So Sierra is one of our many stars that we have in the high school. Our next star, the person giving today's opening remarks, will be provided by the Student Council Executive Board President, Senior Caden Nicolich.
Thank you, Mr. Greenman. Hello and welcome to the graduation commencement ceremony for the Harper Creek class of 2023. My name is Caden Nicolich, and I'm standing before you all today as the Student Council Executive Board President. Before I begin, I would like to ask my classmates to please stand and look around. Wave to those in attendance today: parents, grandparents, teachers, counselors, coaches, friends, and family. Let us thank them all for what they have done for us, making this day a reality. Thank you all for being here today to celebrate with us as we close this chapter of our lives. You may be seated. Graduates, I would like you all to think back to your favorite memory of Harper Creek. Was it the times we enjoyed playing pin eliminator or floor hockey in gym class? What about the time in middle school you found yourself surrounded with new friends, complete strangers, that would come to be your best friends even to this day? What about the feeling of running onto the football field, singing the Harper Creek fight song after a huge win? Or just 2 weeks ago, sitting and watching the senior slideshow with your classmates? Looking back, these memories were shaped by those around us, making each year something special and totally unique to us in our class. As we move on to this new and exciting chapter in our lives, some of us will find ourselves at a four-year university, or some of us will take this time to find and discover what we are passionate about. Whatever you decide to do, remember, do what makes you happy, and to surround yourself with friends and family who support you. In closing, I have a few pieces of advice, but they're not from me. I asked students in Mrs. Smart's second grade class at Waddles Park Elementary to provide us with their advice for our graduating class. Here is a sampling of what they said. One student said, "Pick a good job and have fun." McKinley wants you to be kind and lead by example. Jensen wrote, "Stay happy and don't be sassy or fussy." Ainsley wants you all to know that life will take you somewhere good. And lastly, my personal favorite, explore the world and be your best self. When you leave the stadium today, ask yourself, what does it mean to be a Harper Creek Beaver? Everyone here today has potential to do great things and accomplish what you set your mind to. As Mr. Greenman always says, it's a great day to be a Harper Creek Beaver. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2023. Thank you.
Great job, Caden. Thank you. As we continue this evening, we have two outstanding community members who are receiving awards. There was a presentation earlier today in the administration building. First award went to Gary Lincoln. He received the Harper Creek Distinguished Citizen Award. Mr. Lincoln couldn't be here tonight, but many of you know him. An outstanding teacher, coach, board member, and pillar of our community. He was recognized earlier, but please join me in recognizing Mr. Gary Lincoln. Next is the Distinguished Alumni Award. This award is intended to recognize the many accomplishments and contributions of alumni from Harper Creek Community Schools. Today's keynote speaker has made himself prominent in the local community as one of our Calhoun County commissioners, who's been a two-term board chairman, a local business owner, a Battle Creek Country Club championship golfer, and the father of 5 outstanding Harper Creek students. Please welcome the Distinguished Alumni Award winner, a 1993 Harper Creek High School graduate, Mr. Derek King.
Thank you, Mr. Greenman, and you forgot to mention that you're my partner. One thing though, let's do this. I want to get a selfie with these kids. So not only is this the best high school in Michigan, but we just got a selfie with the best class of 2023. Congratulations, graduates. You all have so much to be proud of. We can all agree this is a bittersweet rite of passage. This opportunity is extra special for me since my niece, Peyton Rice, is sitting right here in the front row. To be honest, I have a relationship with many of you, as well as your parents, and I'm honored and humbled to share this time with you. My goal is to be quick enough y'all don't take this as an opportunity to snap back a friend, because I wouldn't want to be the one that breaks your streak. I hear those are quite important. This ceremony signifies the end of the most significant journey you have been on thus far. A journey that started for you in 2004 or 2005. Did you know that was the year Facebook launched? I know y'all think Facebook is for old people, like your parents, like me. But Facebook is an event that shaped the social media world as you all know today. Speaking of events that shaped social media, the year I graduated in '93 was the year the World Wide Web was launched. The next momentous occasion was when you all started kindergarten. It's ironic really to think that is the same year H1N1, also known as the swine flu, was the pandemic that sent the masses into panic. No one would have expected that the word pandemic would have shaped much of your high school career. Throughout elementary school, so much about your interest was starting to shine through. You had the same teacher, recess was the best part of your day, and as you transitioned into middle school, some of you found a home in the arts or a club, some of you found sports. This was the foundation for your relationships. Endless time with your friends was your goal. The lunchroom was your social hour. The year you started middle school was a huge year, but not just for you. Michael Phelps took home 6 medals, making him the most decorated athlete in Olympic history. It was also the same year the Cubbies won the World Series in epic fashion. I think it's worth noting that this was the year of the college admission cheating scandal that was known as Operation Varsity Blues, a massive attempt to influence college admissions at elite universities. This should make each of you wonder just how much your parents really love you, because I haven't heard of any of them going to jail trying to get into college. And believe me, some of you could probably use help. High school is likely feels like a blur for some of you. The way you started and the way you finished were completely different. COVID shaped so much of your high school years. You all dealt with virtual school and quarantines. For so many things seemed backwards. You all had entire spring sports seasons canceled. I even hear there was an underground prom. I don't know. We all know. The volleyball team shared this very turf with the football team. The swim team was learning how to swim on dry land. School was being taught virtually and entire teams and classrooms were being quarantined. Without a doubt, you'll be able to eyeball 6 feet for the rest of your life. Many life skills are learned through that experience, and at the end of the day, you are all more resilient and prepared for the next step. Oh, hold on, I got my be real as well. I want you guys to. Okay. Sorry. Hey, we have be real too, you guys. Now is when you all change your title from student to alumni. Enjoy this time reminiscing and celebrating your accomplishments. For some, it may be a 4-year varsity letter, like Justin LaFleur, Zach Clarrington, Carson Wader, Mackenzie Cunningham, and Avery White, just to name a few. Some of your, yes, give them a hand. Some of your teams have won district or city titles. Tough loss today, I understand, but you know what? You guys had a good run. You may have been involved in theater, been a member of the Clay Target shooting team, maybe the cheer team or a member of the band. All of you will end this school year with your high school diploma. Zach Hillman, Colin Olson, Charlie Rao, Landon Thornton, Grant Martin not only leave here with a high school diploma, but they're amongst the 6% of Boy Scouts that earn the rank of Eagle Scout. Without a doubt, there's a future doctor or lawyer in this group. You can all likely guess who will punish themselves with 10 years or so of college, which will result in letters after their name like MD, JD, or DVM. Some of you, however, could take the route I did, go to KCC for 4 years. It took me some time just to explain that. It's a 2-year college, and it took me 4 years to go there. But I took a minute to figure out what path I wanted to be on. I've always been impressed with people like Madeline Beach, who after 4 years at the Math and Science Center is committed to attending Central Michigan University and was one of only 100 students accepted to the Herbert and Grace Dow College of Health Professionals. Maddie also received numerous scholarships, including the Maryland Oka Spirit of Leadership Scholarship and the 2023 Children of Law Enforcement Scholarship, just to name a few. Maddie, where are you? There you are. Wherever your dad is, how am I driving a white Yukon? I need some help whenever I get it, okay? Though some of you see your path in a straight line, I'm here to tell you that it's okay to not have it all figured out. I have held quite a few titles over my lifetime. I'm currently a business owner, I'm a jeweler, county commissioner. Before any of those, I worked at Battle Creek Police Department, was a journeyman electrician. In fact, my last job as an electrician was wiring our high school. However, I had nothing to do with the heating and cooling, so don't blame me. I always felt I belonged somewhere in the trades, working with my hands. I would relate well with somebody like Tucker Pete, who was honored as the Senior Woodworking Student of the Year. Good job, Tucker. Of all these titles I have worn, the two I'm most proud of are husband and father. All right, idiot. My wife is also a Harper Creek graduate, and all 5 of her children go here. If you would have given me a sneak peek into my future when I was at your age, I would have never believed my life would look the way it does now. Okay, just to make sure you're also awake, raise your hand if you've ever said anything like this. I'll never live in Battle Creek. There's nothing to do here. I'll never need math or anything. Or felt like you had nothing in common with a classmate, and after Harper Creek, your paths would never cross again. I've got news for you. You will likely go for a job someday just to find out your boss is someone you went to school with. It's even more probable that you'll end up teaching high school with some of the same teachers who are under the same big blue roof now. You get what I'm trying to say here. Your life will likely come full circle. Paths will cross again. I like to say this: be careful of the toes you step on today, because they could be connected to the butt you have to kiss tomorrow. Now, I don't normally say but since it's on YouTube, I thought I'd clean up a little. As I wrap this up, the most important advice I have to offer is cut a wide path. Be kind. Remember, cleverness is a gift. Kindness is a choice. Gifts are easy. Choices are hard. At the end of the day, titles are just that, a title. The most important thing is the people you meet on your journey and the relationships you build, and don't forget where you came from, and by all means, give back. Elizabeth Slocum and Ezra Johnson, where are you two? Right there. They already know how to give back. They're on their way to making a difference big time. Had over 140 plus hours of community service compared to the 20 that it really takes to graduate. Having a heart for service is one of the best ways to stay grounded and to really make a difference in the world around you. Class of 2023, I want to thank you. Thank you for this moment and allowing me to share with you this time. Mostly, thank you for the impact that you will have on this community someday. Don't forget where you come from, and remember, this will always be home.
Thank you, Mr. King. At this time, we would like to recognize our top academic students, including our salutatorian and valedictorian. Please stand when I announce your name. Earning academic top 12 in the class of 2023, Amina Dubois. Ryan Dull. Reagan Gothard. Callahan Gothberg. Madeline Parker. Charles Rao. Hayden Rice. Autumn Van Norwick. Kara Weimer. Avery White. Congratulations. Earning salutatorian status, it is my honor to introduce Kevin Durbin. Kevin, please stand. Earning valedictorian status, it is my honor to introduce Allison Myers. Allie will come forward and address her classmates.
Thank you, Mr. Greenman. In the spirit of full transparency, I've rewritten this speech about 25 different times, struggling how to put 4 years of joy, stress, and fun times into words. This draft, however, holds a special place in my heart, and I hope it has a similar effect with you all today. Good evening, everyone. My name is Allison Myers, and I'm the valedictorian of the graduating class of 2023. I would like to say congratulations to the families who have supported us, the friends who have cheered us on, and the teachers who can't wait to get rid of us. But most of all, I would like to say congratulations to my fellow graduates. This ceremony marks a great milestone, and with that, a major life change. As many of my peers can relate, throughout my senior year, I have been bombarded with lots of impromptu life advice. I'm only half kidding when I say I've heard every single one. From the classic, if life gives you lemons, make lemonade, to live, laugh, love, one piece of advice stuck with me, and I thought now would be the best moment to share with you all. Find your passion and go after it. Only then can you be truly successful. This perspective helped me to get to this stage talking to all of you. Instead of endlessly worrying about my performance in class, I found my love for learning, which I realize sounds a bit nerdy, but can you blame me? And I found success in my studies. I say this not to procure admiration, because I am definitely not the gold star student, but instead to remind you all that great things lie ahead of these wild 4 years we've spent together. Each of us has had our own experience at Harper, a blend of good times and bad, times of laughter and excitement, and of course, times of last minute cramming for AP Gov exams. Whatever your high school story is, make sure your future plans are oriented to go after whatever you're passionate for, because I've found that success is measured by the amount of joy you have, the happiness and fulfillment that fills your life, and not your GPA. Whether you leave this part of your life with heartache or exulting joy, know that each of you will do great things. With that, I would like to conclude with the words of Taylor Swift. This is definitely the highlight of my senior year. I hope you all feel the same, and once again, congratulations to the class of 2023.
Great job, Allie. So I'm going to go off script for a minute. I look in front of me. We obviously are here to honor our seniors, but there are also several staff members. If you're a staff member, would you please stand at this point in time? So I just want to say that obviously when we started today, I talked about Harper Creek being the best high school in the state of Michigan, and the people that are standing right now are a big reason for that. We have an outstanding staff who love and care for your kids, so please once again acknowledge Harper Creek staff members. All right, ladies and gentlemen, at this time I present the senior class of 2023 to Mr. Rob Ridgway, Superintendent of Harper Creek Community Schools, and recommend them for graduation.
Thank you, Mr. Greenman. As you sit patiently waiting to cross the stage, move your tassel and become alumnus of Harper Creek, think back on the long, challenging, and memorable path that got you to this day. There were days when you struggled with assignments, tests, relationships, and juggling the pressures of life. There were days full of fun, social events, and friends. There were people along the way that helped you get to where you are today. Your parents, your teachers, your coaches, your classmates have all worked together to rally around you as a learner. Tests were taken, papers were submitted, and lessons were learned. No one can take that from you. You have been immersed in school for 13 years. Your focus has been on learning thus far, and I urge you to continue to learn something new every day. Learning is one of the key successes in living a life of purpose. While no one expects you to decide today, or even this year, which exactly your path will be, you have the foundation for these decisions will be based upon. The experiences over the last 13 years, the relationships that you have built, and the activities that you have focused your energy on have all built a solid place to stage the life you want. What kind of life are you going to create for yourself? You get to create the life that is personal and specific to your goals, talents, and passions. You have experienced successes and disappointments in the past 13 years that allowed you to know what you want in your future. You must take those lessons learned and mold them into the future of your making. Will you choose trade school, college, the armed services, or go directly in the workforce? Will you become a volunteer for your community? Will you help those in need, or will you become a mentor? Your future is wide open, fresh with possibilities. These possibilities are brought to you by graduation and all of the completed requirements. You all have dreams, you all have goals, and you all have the potential to live a life with great purpose. Think about those dreams. Think about who helped you get to this moment here today. Think about what you are passionate about and put all of it together. And if you aren't quite sure what your next steps are, then listen to the words of Steve Jobs. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking. Don't settle. As with all matters of the heart, you know it when you find it. Finding it is the life that you want to build. I want to congratulate you on completing this important step in your lifelong journey. And officially, on behalf of the faculty and administration at the high school, I present the class of 2023 to the Board of Education, and in doing so, certify that each member has met the requirements for a diploma and is entitled to all of the rights and privileges appertaining thereto.
Thank you, Mr. Ridgway. We're getting closer, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I present the senior class of 2023 to Mr. Bo Bess, President of the Harper Creek School Board of Education.
All right, just another speech or two. You guys are going to be there, so. Good evening. It is my honor to speak to you, the 2023 graduates of Harper Creek. As I sat in my high school graduation ceremony 32 years ago, I wondered how my life would turn out and if there was some type of magic formula to be successful. The answer is no. Success is the sum of life's journey and how you live your life, not a singular event. Your high school career has been filled with some abnormal challenges and chaos, mainly as a result of COVID. During this time, you may have missed out on many things that make school fun, like sports, special events, and time with your friends. This is life. It can be unfair and unpredictable at every turn. The key to success is adapting and improvising and overcoming these temporary setbacks. So what do I value most in my life today? What might I do differently? And what have these years taught me? I'll start by addressing the next 5 years of your life. Make a plan now, adjust as necessary, and be diligent in everything you do. These years will have a significant impact on the rest of your life. Try to add structure, processes, and systems to help manage your life. Be a critical thinker. Challenge popular opinion, and don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't leave time on the table. Try to make the most of every day. Continue to invest in yourself through lifelong learning. Be philanthropic with your time and resources. Volunteer and give back. Be respectful and try to understand people by viewing life from their perspective. Do the best to honor your obligations and your commitments. Take a measured approach. Stay the course and always try to be kind. Strive to be the best at whatever you do and always believe in yourself. Learn from and embrace your mistakes, missteps, and failures. Everybody makes them. Earn it. Few things come without sacrifice and long-term hard work. Regarding your finances, pay yourself and your future now by saving a portion of each paycheck, and also try to stay away from unnecessary debt, especially credit card debt. You will have tough, trying, and traumatic times in your life. Take a breath and realize tomorrow is a brand new day and a new opportunity to start over. Enjoy your life, your successes, and especially your family. Make great memories. Remember to thank your friends, family, and anyone who helped you get here for their countless years of love, support, and guidance. In closing, each of you comes from varying backgrounds and circumstances. Some be very challenging. With that being said, tomorrow starts the next chapter in your life. The next line is yours to write. Will the members of the class of 2023 please rise? By the authority of the state of Michigan, vested in the Board of Education, and by them delegated to me as president, I hereby confer upon you the diploma of Harper Creek High School. Congratulations, 2023 Harper Creek graduating seniors. I hope each of you find happiness. God bless, smile, you did it. Congratulations again.
Thank you, Mr. West. Except for the first row, you may be seated. And at this time, one row at a time, the graduates may proceed to the platform to receive your diploma. The final roll call today will be conducted by Student Council Historian Ashley Lindsley and Student Council Treasurer Gracie Mario. Graduates, please remain standing until everyone in your row has returned to their seat. All right, Mackenzie, get it going.
Mackenzie Marie Cunningham.
Allison Myers.
Kevin Durbin.
Amina Marie Dubois.
Brian Dull.
Reagan Goddard.
Callahan Gothberg.
Madeline Elaine Parker.
Charles Thomas Rao.
Peyton Elizabeth Rice.
Autumn Rose Van Nordwick.
Kira Weimer.
Avery Olivia White.
Caden Alexander Nikolich.
Mila Rose Aceituno.
Alex Aguilar.
Tristan Asher.
Grace Madeline Babcock.
Clayton Bailey.
Jackson Thomas Bailey.
Aaron Bain.
Caden William Baldwin.
Marcus Bauer.
Jackson Baumgartner.
Madeline Beach.
Nicholas Banky.
Brian Bellis.
Christopher Berg.
Madison Rachel Burning.
Miguel Bonilla.
Paige Boshers.
Tiana Boswell.
Hannah Bollinger.
Anthony Bravo.
Joshua Bragg.
Jade Alexis Brock.
Ryan James Buller.
Nick Bunch.
Bailey Lou Burge.
Trevor Scott Casey Sinclair.
Chloe Cheney Hoffman.
Zachariah Zoran Clarington.
Alicia Christina Collins.
Erica Culver.
Alan Conklin.
Logan Wood.
Haley Elizabeth Kuhn.
Isabella Bree Consiglio.
Alexis Marie Coronado.
Jesse Cummins.
Kennedy Remington Cunningham.
Nainoa Cusick.
Braden Stephen Davis.
Kayla Marie Dixon.
Leah Mazzello.
Christopher Eaton.
Sophie Irwin.
Shane Farland.
Kristen Travers Fields.
Tyson J. Folkema.
Savannah Mackenzie Foster.
Allison Marie Fountain.
Michaela Krebs.
Cooper Andrew Fry.
Tessa Megan Fry.
Tina Emily Glencore.
Abigail Green.
Brianna Griffith Navarro.
Darian Hadley.
Nolan Sarah Hammond.
Jackson Hardy.
Brooke Elena Harvey.
Alon Hawkins.
Lauren Elizabeth Biggs.
Bailey Hill.
Zachary Hillman.
Emily Hinton.
Kendall Renee Hagler.
Aiden Hawley.
Ava Beatrice Hominga.
Monte Dwayne Howlett.
Christian Huber.
Ezra Johnson.
Jenna Lynn Johnson.
Marshall Johnson.
Mason Kelly.
Hunter Killian Hall.
Addison Krieger.
Avery Cushion.
Kirsten Eliza Cushion.
Genevieve Kinsel.
Justin LaFleur.
Matthew Lambert.
Catherine Lofton.
Jaden LaBeouf.
Brooke Danica Lewis.
Ian Parker Lindsley.
Alexandria Little.
Hanson Tyler Little.
Liana Grace Luchetti.
Kennedy Julianne Quinn.
Liam Mackey.
Morgan Elizabeth Mayday.
Grant Martin.
Guillermo Martinez.
Nick Martinez.
Keyshawn Matthews.
Jonathan Hay.
Cameron McCullough.
Brody McCurchie.
Dayton McLeachy.
Fallon McManus.
Sabrina Millard.
Madeline Miller.
Santo Monet.
Kayliana Moore.
Michael Morgan.
Samantha Ann Mowry.
Laura Munzner.
Ludia Nadador.
Ariana Jaden Newman.
Ethan Newman.
Atlantis Jade Knox.
Jordan Elizabeth Knox.
Mason Oaks.
Madison Kayla O'Connell.
Austin O'Hare.
Gage Olinger.
Colin Olson.
Ashari Orr.
Peyton Osborne.
Leilani Padama.
Cassidy Pajak.
Levi Palmer.
Dylan Parker.
Tucker P.
Lauren Faith Ann Figueroa.
Emmeline Heron.
Tammy Margaret Parada.
Carly Phillips Anderson.
Megan Pratt.
Emma Price.
Morgan Elizabeth Raleigh.
Jimena Ramos.
Shane Randall.
Rory Reynolds.
Marcus J. Ransom Jr.
Jaden Ranke.
Caden Ruppert.
Danielle Marisa Reyes.
Brady Robinson.
Pastor Rodriguez.
Anna Luis.
Jenna Sackrider.
Delaney Scheidler.
Gracie Faye Sherry.
Emily G. Marie Swan.
Cassidy Rochelle Shaw.
Kelly Kevin Skinner.
Elizabeth Jane Slocum.
Marissa Smith.
Garrett Sufford.
Dakota Steele.
Caitlin Stewart.
Matthew Strandberg.
Ryan Zachary Stuck.
Anthony James Sutton.
Ryan Oscar Sutton.
Dakota Sutton.
Alex Swafford.
Wyatt J. Soreco.
Peyton Tate.
Brooklyn Marie Taylor.
Landon Thornton.
Brandon Tinsel.
Adam Torres.
Samuel Torres.
Roman Towery.
Zachary Trammell.
Devontae Trice.
McKenna Justice Van Middlesworth.
Dylan Van Scoter.
Iram Vaughn.
Hannah Virgil.
Carson Wager.
Ryan Wallace.
Jacob Waterman.
Caden Watson.
Tegan Watson.
Thomas Winsauer.
Madison Rebecca Wickham.
Spencer Wilcox.
Spencer Christian Williams.
Delaney Grace Wilson.
Kaylin Taylor Wilson.
Parker Bryn Withers.
Caden Wright.
Macy K. Yancer.
Raymond Youngblood.
Ashley Sienna Lindsley.
Gracie May Mario.
Yes, there we go. Now it's time. Will the class of 2023 please rise? So to signify your graduation, please move your tassels from right to left. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, as principal of Harper Creek High School, it is my pleasure to present to you the new alumni of Harper Creek High School, the graduating class of 2023. Congratulations. Okay, you can go ahead and be seated. And at this time, our closing remarks are going to be from Mackenzie Cunningham, Senior Class President.
Yeah, Mackenzie!
Okay, I'll try to make this quick because I know we're all sweating. Logan, thank you for telling me that my shoes untied. I have heels on. Alright, my name is Mackenzie Cunningham. If you don't know who I am, everyone in the audience, I am the Senior Class President. Holy crap, we are here. This is the moment we've all been waiting for 13 plus years. 13 plus years in the making. So many memories has led to this final goodbye. We are no longer students, but now alumni. Some of us will never be walking back into the Harper Creek High School building ever again. Nor will we all see each other all together. Think about it. This is the very last time we will all be together in blue and white. Some of us won't make it to reunions or even come back to this town. But we will all have the same memories of volleyball games and football games and memories of our very own section, the student section. Where powder was thrown, confetti flying through the air, and we would sing this fight song repeatedly, over and over. We can never go back to those moments, but they will stay in the high school. Bring it back to our freshman year. We were all so excited yet scared to be in a new school and walk new halls, open these larger lockers, and we would get stuck with for our whole high school career. Going to varsity games and actually being a part of the student section officially. Class of 2020 graduates. Sophomore year, okay. Now we know where all of our teachers are, and we know how to get from point A to point B while still having to stop in the bathroom and at our locker, but we had 10-minute passing time. So we made it, at least some of us. Laying in bed half the week, not changing out of your pajamas, that was a plus. Class of 2021 graduates. Junior year, starting college visits, being able to take classes outside of HCHS, studying for the SAT, powder puff season. Class of 2022 graduates. Senior year, another win for powder puff, homecoming, final goodbye to fall sports. College applications, trying to figure out what's next after high school, a goodbye to winter sports, a win for boys macho volleyball. So yes, parents, we are undefeated. Submitting senior hours, finally making decisions to where we're going and making changes to our life very last second because that's where our mind takes us. Either where it's going to U of M for radiology or joining the Air Force. Saying goodbye to all of our clubs and councils that we are in, saying a final goodbye to the underclassmen, end of spring sports, end of high school. Class of 2023 graduates. So back to current day, here we are in the moment where we have always dreamed of being. Right now, take a deep breath and take it all in, because this moment will not last forever. I want to thank the parents, guardians, loved ones. Today is also about you. Thank you for everything about pulling and pushing us in the right direction. Please also take this moment because today is also how you led us to this success. Thank you, classmates, for opening new doors for me and showing me how the real world will work. Thank you for being a leader in the fight. So for the very last time, class of 2023, let's finally be done. Thank you.
Thank you, Mackenzie. Great job. So, graduating class, if you could please rise. Staff members, if you could exit to your left, staff members, and you are going to lead this group of alumni off the field. We'll start with our first row. We'll follow our staff members off the field. Once again, thank you for our families, our friends, for the great group of kids that you have raised, and we're proud to call them Harper Creek alumni. One last time, give it up for the class of 2023.